So this is part two. As you know, the washing hair and combing it is just such hard work. I think for anybody that's disabled or arthritis or anything like that, I just think it's just such hard work. Obviously my husband here doesn't like to be seen, by the way. He crimples my hair because I've got such straight fine hair, there's no volume at all. I only have to touch it and the hair's fallen out. I find that crimpling it just gives it a bit more volume. I mean, it kind of makes you feel a little bit better as well. And so it is hard work, and it's kind of leaves me absolutely exhausted. And this is why I'm kind of leaving it, embarrassingly to say, about a month. Could possibly longer actually this time. And but it's needed to be done. So I've got the doctors tomorrow, so I've got to try and kind of do my best to keep up with it. We did actually try having help, especially for Steve, to give him a little bit of a break, having some home help, a carer. They came in for one day and I said, no, not for me. They sent someone that was about the same age as our son, which was about 31, and I felt so embarrassed getting undressed, and I kind of said to Steve, no, I'm not ready for this. If things should get worse, as far as health and, you know, my legs and whatnot, then there may not be an option. But yeah, it wasn't for me. And Steve does a great job. He doesn't just care for me, he cares for our son as well. If you've heard, he's got autism and ADHD and severe learning difficulties. So it's hard. And I think it's hard for anybody that's got not just one but two members of the family, for the husband or wife to kind of care for. But anyway, I'm having my hair done. Hopefully I feel a bit better. I don't feel so good at the moment because obviously my video before explained to all of you that my doctor thinks I've got some internal bleeding going on. I'm not sure where, because I took a stool sample into the doctor's last week. My husband's just phoned them up actually, and it's come back normal, which is good. It's good, but at the same time, it's like, where am I bleeding to? Where's it going? So I'm still worried. It's like good that it's not in the bowels, but at the same time, yeah, I'm pretty worried. It may just be severe anemia. That's what I'm hoping. But because it's happened before, my doctor could be thinking that it's happening again. So I'm hoping I don't need the camera. Is it a coloscopy? I've already been told that I'd struggle with that one because obviously you've got to take a lot of laxatives and then you're constantly on the toilet. With being disabled, it's just not going to happen. So I'm hoping they don't need to do that one. But they'll definitely need to do another endoscopy to probably check if there's any bleeding going on again in the I can't say this word, esophagus. Anyway, these names, these damn names, part of your body. Yeah, so I'm just hoping and praying that nothing's going on, that it's just perhaps slightly severe anemia with perhaps the aftermath of what happened. Having 2 blood transfusions. I mean, my husband's doing my hair and my hair's falling out. I mean, it's just,
sorry about that.
I'm going to be bald by the time he's finished. So yeah, this is just really showing people, and there's so many people out there that are also disabled and finding it hard, you know, kind of maintaining not just hygiene but kind of keeping yourself looking reasonably as good as you can get yourself good, if that makes sense. We all feel better in ourselves whenever we've washed our hair, and and we're having it styled, even though half my hair's falling out. This will last probably a good four weeks or so. But yeah, so I hope you're all doing well, and leave some comments if you can, if you're struggling, whether it's with FND. You know, like I said before, a lot of my left side weakness and my hand is caused through the severed median nerve. But for the last few months, I've been getting an awful lot of nerve pain coming from my right side of the neck, down my right arm into my hand. Now I do have it occasionally in my left side, but it's like nearly all the time now. So I'm going to have to mention that when I see the neurologist again. Something's obviously not right there, unless again it's down to FND, because they seem to blame everything on FND if they can't find a diagnosis. If all the tests are coming back normal, they, to all of us, like FND. But I personally think it's something more. I just don't think it's showing up or ready to show up with the nerve conduction test. I think there's a lot of people out there, including people that have got motor neuron disease, that it can take many nerve studies and blood tests and MRIs to kind of exclude all the bad stuff and get to a diagnosis. I was tested for stiff person syndrome. I didn't even know I was having it done. My neurologist is kind of like, I think he knows that there's something, but he doesn't know what, because all the tests are coming back normal. So as you know, all you know that I've got very rare, extremely rare, you know, they call it a disease, it's a dwarf disease called painful legs moving toe syndrome. It doesn't sound much, but it's absolutely agonising, and over time basically your legs get weaker, the strength goes, and you get a lot of nerve pain and in your feet as well. And then I'm on about years, so maybe 3-4 years, your toes start moving and they'll go forwards, backwards, sideways, involuntary, and they stiffen up. And I actually said to Steve that it feels almost like I'm being tortured, because you're getting pain in your legs as well, kind of up to about here. So the top part of your legs, or your top part of your thighs, are fine. I do get fasciculations there, which is quite weird. I do get them in my arms and my deltoids, the deltoid muscles. But it's a horrible, very painful condition, and I seem to be the only one on here that's got it. Oh, they're lucky. Anyway, as you can see, my hair's probably looking a bit like a poodle, because we have got a poodle.
I know, a bit like a crinkle cut chip, actually.
Yeah, I mean, this style started in the 80s, but I think it's back. I think there's a new way of what you call the crinkle look, and I think it's called the mermaid styler, which is a much wider look to it. So this almost makes it look like you've had plaits, whereas with the mermaid style, I believe it's almost like they used with the old iron back in the 40s, 50s. So you get that wide kind of effect. So it's coming back. It's never gone with me, because it's the only way of getting a bit of volume to my hair. Yeah, try not to put it too hard, because my hair is very fragile. As you know, all heat appliances to the hair is not very good. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and the FND warriors are doing good. It's a bit of a weak bicep. So yeah, a weak one, but I am sounding rather drowsy, and I probably look like I've had about 10 pints of beer. But I've had my tablets, so I kind of am feeling very. But I can honestly say I haven't been drinking. And what they do is they stop the toes from moving. That's all they do. The pain's still there, but they just stop the toes from being naughty, as my neurologist will say. Are they being naughty? Yeah, it's horrible, and it's you know, I used to be a very active person. Now it's just I can't put much weight on at all. Standing is very limited. My balance is very poor. It kind of feels like I'm on a boat, like I'm rocking or swaying. And I had so many falls. I think about 4 falls in the last month. Knocking myself as well when I'm kind of, you know, swaying about and walking. And Steve was literally having to, he was nearly carrying me, to be quite honest with you, from the bed to the commode, and like from the chair to the wheelchair. It's, you know, he's almost like picking me up. So it definitely gets worse. Just, you know, it just makes me feel very depressed. I can no longer do what my brain wants me to do. Once upon a time I used to be quite muscular. I had a bit of bicep muscle then.
You did?
It took a long time to get it, a lot of exercising, and it's all gone. And that happens to many of us. It's weird that the sports people are the ones that tend to end up getting ill. It's very sad, really, that we're trying everything to try and stay healthy, and a lot of us end up in a wheelchair. My hair probably looks orange. I mean, my daughter, I was going to say my hair. My daughter dyed it, I went to the neurologist, which was when? July. I don't believe in September. No. So I think it only lasts about 6 weeks. So
Very much.
he's very strict, isn't he?
It's a change. Don't burn the back.
I can turn the wheelchair a little bit.
We've done that.
Good, so I can get in my reclining chair and have 100 winks. I could just sleep all the time. I don't know whether it's just everything. No. But if you want my dress, I mean, it's kind of like a smock style. Kind of like when you're at home and you just want to kind of not have anything digging in, you know, you just want to wear something nice and loose, you know, like your big favourite jumper. Like, it's so pretty.
Bow your head a little bit.
Oh god, if I could do this.
In there, it'll burn the headrest.
It's got like a little, it's quite long on me because I'm only like 5'3" tall, and I am sat down. But yeah, it's got like pretty little
Pom-poms.
Yeah, pom-poms.
That's what I think it is.
And so this was from the TikTok shop, and I love the colour. I just love pink. I've got some matching shoes though. I should have them on. And I bought so much clothes lately from the TikTok shop, and I can't believe the standard of the clothing or the quality. Yeah, it's outstanding really for the money. But it can become a habit.
Can it?
Yeah, because you're like scrolling down, and then all of a sudden, you know, you see something. Oh, I like that. I'll press on that one, and it's a no gamer that's going to end up in your basket.
And
I think we're done.
All she wrote.
Yes, it does feel a lot thicker. You know what I generally go and do now is I go and kind of put it in a ponytail at the top. I'll come a little bit nearer now. I don't press this remote control thing. I'll come a little bit nearer and you can see the dress. May not be for a lot of you. He thinks he's a hairstyle now.
You live in North Devon. There we go. Look
We're
at that.
going in North Devon. Yeah, I can feel hair everywhere on there. Yeah, so you can see it's pretty little. I mean, yes, it's kind of like a smock, you know. So I just love it because it's lovely and loose. And when you kind of got a bit tummy ache, and I mean, my legs are very thin, and it's been the summer, and they are so white. I hate my legs. I hate them because all my muscles gone. I mean, you can see the calf muscles are just completely gone. But anyway, that's me done. So thank you for watching. It will be, the video will be a bit speeded up in parts. So I hope you're not having a hard time like me. It does kind of get you